So now let's start with our mathematics course. Okay, so this is I have already mentioned in my previous video. We will start with a propositional logic or propositional calculus. Anything you can say it here. Okay, so what is this basically? So this was started, I think, 3000 BC. It was started by Socrates. I have forgotten the spelling. Anyhow, this came, some invasions came to India, so it is now. Yeah, it came lot back in India also. So it is used. It was used in like Chanakya times and all. It was used. So I heard all this. I am not very good with history, so pardon me if I am going somewhere wrong. So basically, the idea is so this meaning. So this can be used in many scientists now, data engineers. These are used. Okay, so like AI. You must be knowing all this. There's AI, artificial intelligence, and everything. So all this everywhere this is used. So what is proposition? So proposition means uh, uh, if any sentence has got any truth value. Let's say my name is Sudeshna Bose. Okay, so this is truth. Okay, so my name is this only. Let's say is. So this is a proposition. This is always it is true. So someday if I do change my name, that day it will be it will not be proposition, or also you can say that 10, 20 plus 10 will always be 30 only. This is also a proposition. Let's say now the definition is coming as any declarative sentence which has got a truth value that is called proposition. So these are all propositions. Okay, so my name is this selection of words. This is correct. This will always be proposition, like 10, 20 plus 10 is 30, like this. But if we say like this, A plus B is equals to C, this is not proposition. Okay, so because it is, these are all variables, this may change, so this is not any proposition, but these all are like this. This is just I'm just giving you some basic idea or how this is working and all. See, even if you don't understand, I will go on. Please go to next video and I will try to make you this all this very easy. Okay, so let's move on to our next part now. So now let's see here next part. So this is just introduction only, so we will do sums later on. Let's be consistent with all this, not consistent, but just that be efficient with all this, and we will start with questions also. So just hold on. Okay, so just let me tell you how this everything, the meanings, the statements, everything, then we will start with problems. So now the first thing is connectives. This is these are the connectives. Then see, this you know maybe as and, or, and negation, all this, but here it is called as, see, this is negation means complementation. See, more of all this we will do in digital logic, but see, this is just a very basic thing, so I think you know. Even if you know, I am just going to tell you. I'm just assuming that you don't know anything about digital logic or any basic idea, so like that, if I am telling you. See, this is and. Okay, so we have used it in computer this data structures. So let's start with this. So the and, or and negation, like this complementation we do. So now let's see. See, this is a statement P. My name is Deshna Bose. Okay, so this is just a statement. So now let's see how the connectives work. So connectives, we if we take this, the complementation means the negation. So just negate it. So my name is Deshna Bose. If we just complement it, so what is this? This applying negation to the existing statement. So like this, if we apply a negation, so it is that my name is not Sudeshna Bose. So this not is applied, means we are just complementing whatever it is. So like this, if the statement is true, it will be changed to false, and if the statement is false, it will be changed to true. Like this. So now this is our negation. So now next move on to conjunction. Okay. So basically this is our conjunction. Okay. And so let's see two statements. See, these two statements can be like it's meaningless happening, like P and Q are meaningless, but it will all fall into place. So when I was studying, I also feel like, what is this going on? I'm not like why are we using this? But go on, you will understand why we are using this. All this we will see problems and why this is very useful. Okay. So now let's because in this connection and everything will be somewhat used in DBMS. I have seen some questions PYQs. So it is better to understand this first and then go to DBMS. Anyway, you can do it, but let's see. So now conjunction. Let's see the first statement P. I was hungry, and this next second statement Q. I ate burger. So now if we apply this and conjunction, so what will be P and Q? I was hungry and I ate burger. So this and is used here. So this means and. Okay, so this means complementation, this means and. So I was hungry and I ate burger. See, it may be something arbitrary also, something I was, which is not in English statement. It is not making sense, but in propositional logic, it will make sense. Later, if you don't understand now, it will. Okay, so now next is disjunction. So the another is or. This is or. So how I remember this, I will tell you. See, this and this. This is very easy to confuse, right? So if you the way I remember is and has got this. Okay, so and has got this triangle upside. So it's like this. If you remember, and this triangle upside the midpoint, the point is upside, triangle is upside, that is, and the opposite will be odd. So this is just a trick to remember. So if you can remember without any trick, that's well and good. Now let's see disjunction. So this is basically odd. I love computer science. This is P statement, and Q statement is I got 80%. So now if we apply disjunction here, P or Q, I love computer science or I got 80%. So like this is basically the basic connectives we will use. So there are more obviously, but let's see one by one. Now see, this is basically digital logic. Okay, so 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 like this. Okay, so like this true P and Q, it will give true and true, it will give true and false, it will give false and true, it will give false and false, it will give false. Okay, so you can take this example as like 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 like this. P dot Q, P and Q, P dot Q, so this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 1 like this. Okay, so you can do it like this. Just put true value as 0, false value as 1, or either or, anything like this. So you can actually true value can be written as 1 1, then 1 0 like this. It will change. Okay, so I'm just telling you how this is coming. So then P or Q, true it will give true, or is there. So either of it is true, it will give us true only. And this is something I think you might not be knowing, or you may know me. This is XOR. P XOR Q. Okay, XOR exclusive OR. I don't remember that I have done this exclusive XOR in our data structure course and all. So XOR, this is exclusive OR only. This is basically, you can just see the table, truth table of this XOR. Nothing much about it. We will use somewhere. That's why I have just written it down. This is just a truth table. These are the basic connectives. We will move on to our next part. Okay, so please go on, watch the video. Don't think that it's tough. It's not at all tough, because I think this is the easiest part of the mathematics, I feel. Okay, so you just have to use your intellect part of your brain, and you will get marks out of this. Okay, so it's very easy. This is very easy. So now let's move on to other part. So now let's see our next thing. This is very important, implication. Okay, so this is basically arrow operation, this is implication. So how this is, let's see the truth table first. So let's say this is our hypothesis, and this is Q is our conclusion, and we have to see P arrow Q This is basically this arrow operation. Let's see the truth table here. So true, true is true, true, false is false, false, true is true, false, false is true. So just remember this when this, see, just don't swap it out like this. Okay, true false means false. I will suggest you to remember like this, because true false will give us false. So this is very very important. It may now look very stupid maybe. Should use it, I should not use this, but it is very important. Okay, so this has got plenty of usage. So now just remember, for now just see the truth table, take a note of it in your notebook, and for now just remember true false will give false. Like this I used to remember. So you remember like this, true false will give false, others are all true. So now next is, let's see this. Okay, a statement which is always true is tautology. So this is very important, take a note of it, because in questions it may be asked like A, B, C, D, 4 options will be given, and it may be asked please correct choose the correct option which is a tautology, like this. The statement which is always true is called tautology. So please remember this, this terminologies are important. So now let's see this implication function. So now it will make no sense for now, but it will make sense later onwards. So let's say these two are two statements. P, you get good score in GATE. Q, you will get to IITs. Now how implication works. If this if is used, if you get good score in GATE, then if then is used, then you will go to IITs, like this. If and then is used, like this. Implication operators will be written in statements. So if you get good score in GATE, then you will get IITs, like this. This is making sense, but no, it's not like this. Let's say now our next statement is P is Narendra Modi is PM of India. Q is we will love CS. So P arrow Q will be like, if Narendra Modi is PM of India, then you will love CS, like this. It will like be if P then Q, like this. See, this is not making any sense, but we will do the questions where it will make sense. So now today is Monday. This is one statement. Q. This is 2 into 5. This is 10. So this is actually truth value. This is true, right? 2 2 into 5 is always going to give you answer 10 only. It will not change, like someday it will become as 20. So it is not, because 10 is permanent value and it is truth value. So now you can see, always when it has got truth in the next statement, so the Q statement, it will give you true only this part, true and false will give you false. So this, all other cases are this P and Q, this is true. So irrespective of what is P is, it will always be true. So this is how it is important. See, because we already know Q, 2 into 5 is 10, it is always true, it will never come to as false. So it will, irrespective of what P is, P arrow Q will always be true. So I hope this is understandable. This is not very difficult topic. So now next thing, is important thing is that I will write some statements which I think you have to remember. Now I couldn't remember all, but I pasted the statements in my in my room, the previous room. If you remember the small board I used to. I have given you a shorts video on this divide and conquer, like this. I have pasted it. So I'll write those down. Those are very important, because in some questions it not be like, I'll tell you. Okay, so just saying this or words will not make sense. I will show you this, then you will understand better. So now this thing I was saying, that P implies Q can be written in all like this. Okay, so it may look tough for now to remember all this. So what I will suggest is that take a note of it, paste it in your wall or in your short notes if you are preparing for short notes. Since I didn't prepare it, like you can prepare, most of you prepare short notes as far as I know. So I will tell you, because see, in some questions it may not be given like P arrow Q and everything. So that's the reason it's safe. It's better safe than sorry, like this. So I have written it down. So don't just mug it up right now. But take see, your gate has time now, so just do it some like four like if just four this four can do it today like this. Okay, so let's see. If P then Q. See, all this meaning are only P implies Q is written in this all ways in English language. It can be written on like this. Okay, so if P then Q, this is the easiest one. If P Q, P comma Q, if then if this then is not present and comma is present, P is sufficient for Q. This is also P arrow Q. Q if P. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, so some questions in test and traces, I just noted it like this. See, P arrow Q, it will be written as Q if P. Okay, so like this, Q when P. Because I am telling you, because some in lot of questions I did mistakes in test series. That's why I'm telling you. So this is fact. Okay, so these two are bit critical. You can get some mistakes here. So now, a necessary condition for P is Q. This is also easy. Can be done like this. So Q unless this negation P. Okay. So I think in one question of PYQ I have seen. See, I am not practicing everyday PYQ, so that's why I am tending to forget. But when I do questions, I do it properly. Okay. So don't think that I am unprepared or like this. I did PYQs when I was preparing, and I am not preparing now. So I'm just making this video. After that, when I will do PYQs, I will do it properly. Okay. I think I have seen this question in PYQs. So Q unless negation of P. This is also P arrow Q. Okay. So this is written it like this. So P implies Q. The easiest one. P implies Q. P only if Q. Okay. So only if is used. A sufficient condition for Q is P. So this was necessary condition, this is sufficient condition. Okay, so these two are different. See, P and Q are swapped. Okay, so very important. Q whenever P, then the second last is Q necessary for P. Next is Q follows from P. So all this, see, take a note of it. I will suggest you to please take a note of it. This is a request, so you don't get mistakes here. So this is all this. In test series, I did some mistakes here. This too, I think, and this unless then unless I think I did mistakes in while doing PYQs. So all this because I've done a lot of mistakes. So I'm telling you not to do them. Okay, so I'm requesting you. So take a note or screenshot, whatever. Now let's start with how implications are used. Okay, so basically implication P arrow Q is actually P complement plus Q. Okay, so simple way, this is like the truth table. We will do simply P arrow Q means P bar plus Q. Okay, so like this we will do the truth tables and all. So now let's see. This is our implication P arrow Q. So now converse is what? Just opposite. So the meaning, English meaning converse is just opposite. So Q arrow P. So this is our converse. Okay. So now next is contrapositive. So what is this basically? You just converse it and apply negation to both sides. So this is contrapositive. So now inverse is nothing but just we have the implication, we apply both negation to both sides like this. This is inverse. So now let's see this statement here. If today is Friday, this is our P. This is P. Then 2 into 3 is Q. This is our Q. So this is P. If P, then Q, like this P implication Q. So now what is converse? Converse is if 2 into 3. So converse of what? Just opposite. P arrow Q will be changed to Q arrow P. So if 2 into 3 is equals to 6, then, so if then today is Friday. Just P arrow Q, we just converts it to Q arrow P. So now contrapositive. Contrapositive means P arrow Q, we do the converse Q arrow P and we apply negation to both sides. So it's simply like if 2 into 3 is not, it was equals to, it's not equals to, then today is not Friday. So not is implied in used in both ways. Just converse, then do this in apply this negation. So now inverse means just simply p arrow q, apply both negation to both sides. If today is not Friday, then 2 into 3 is not equals to 6. So this is basically just the usage. Now we will see the truth table. Okay, so this is very important. That's why I told you p arrow q is basically written in simple boolean way is p plus p complement plus q. Okay, so now we will see the truth table. So now, as we have done, let's see the truth table now. Okay. So see here, P Q. These are like T is truth. T arrow T. See, we have done P arrow Q obviously. Then P arrow Q means P arrow Q is equivalent to P bar plus Q. P bar plus Q. Okay. So this is basically true is true. So I have told you true false is false like this to remember, because in so many questions it's you know, deriving it will take some time. With practice we will be able to remember. Okay, so now see, this is P arrow Q, this is also P of P complement P or Q. Okay, so now this is converse, means P Q arrow P, this is actually converse. This is converse. Then this is contrapositive. And this is just negation. So you can derive this. So let's see. Q arrow P is Q bar plus P. Okay. So this is the first will be complemented plus the second. The hypothesis plus complementation of hypothesis plus conclusion. So this is coming down to as Q bar, then bar Q plus P bar. Okay. So then next is P bar plus bar. This is P plus Q bar. So this is Q bar P. So actually this, okay. So this is actually Q bar plus P. This is Q plus P bar. This is P plus Q bar. Okay. So you can see here. So it is important to notice Q bar plus P. Okay. So Q bar plus P is equals to this. So converse is equals to negation. Okay. Let me check this. And then this Q P bar Q is equals to this one, normal one. So like this. So this is just an thing to notice, similar like this. You can just fill it out like this. You can just P. This is P. Then P bar will be false, false, true, true. Like this plus Q like this. You can fill it out. So nothing much about it. So we will move on to our next topic. So just in truth table, how it is look. See, let's see. Then important thing is that let me see. Next is I think bidirectional. Yes, that is important thing. The bidirectional is important. So now let's move on to our next topic. Now let's see. This is our next. This is biconditional. Basically, arrow in both sides. Okay, implication we have done. This is biconditional. So let's see. This is P. This is Q. So true like the truth table. So this is our truth table is coming down to as true, false, false, true. This is basically X NOR. Okay. So XOR you know, I think. Then complementation of XOR is XNOR, exclusive NOR gate. Okay, exclusive or negation of that is exclusive NOR gate. So if you don't know, just see the truth table here, and we will do in depth in digital logic. Okay. So now we see this can be extended as P bidirectional Q can be extended as P arrow Q into this is and Q arrow P like this. Okay, so P arrow Q means what? You know, true. True. Then TF means false. Sorry, TF means false. Like this, I remember. Okay. So then true. Then this is and. So So this is true, false. Okay, so this is false, true, false, all are true. Okay, so Q arrow P means just see it opposite, true, false. So now and of all this, so this is true, false, true is false, false, true is false, true, true is true. Like this. This is just expanded. Okay, P by conditional Q is equivalent to let's say like this, P arrow Q into Q arrow P. Okay, so this is just the expansion. So now let's say P is I got the ticket and Q is I will watch the movie. So P by conditional Q will be written as I will go to the movie if and only if I get the ticket. So it is if and only if. It can be written, I have written it down here. And I double F means if and only if. Okay, so I F means just if. But if we add one F more here, this is coming as if and only if. Okay. So like this. Okay. So now this and another is it is necessary and sufficient condition. So these are this can be used in biconditional in place of if and only if, I double if and only if, and lastly it is necessary and sufficient can be used in biconditional. Okay, so now let's see the precedence order. See, precedence thing, everything we have done in C. So now same way we have some precedence order in here also. This is negation. Negation will have the highest priority. Next priority will be given to and. Then it is or. Next is or. The second last is implication, and the last one is biconditional. Like this, it will be in order. So what I did paste it same way. I had pasted in my wall. So this is what I do. I don't make short notes. I have told you several times. So let's say this is our expression given. So we have to apply this precedence. Let's say what will be applied first. So first is our in this complementation. So this will be evaluated first. So next is and. So then and will be evaluated. Then comes or. So then or will be evaluated. Like this, if some implication PQR is present, then lastly Q will be evaluated. Like this it will be evaluated. So this is necessary to remember this. Okay, so with lots of practice we will do so much of practice that it will be placed in your brain. Only that previous the statements only I think you have to remember some, but with lots of practice it will be easy go. Okay, so now let's move on to next part. So now let's see this two example here. Okay, so now this statements are given. You have to write it in expression. Okay, so you can access the internet only if you are a computer science major or you are not a freshman. Only if is present. So implication is used. Okay, so how I am doing this, that chart where the statements are written, there only if means implication will be used. Let's say this is you can access the internet is our P. Then you are a computer science major. Let's say this is Q, PQR, or this or is present means this or is used, and you are not a freshman. So so this is you are a freshman is R. So or you can take let's say if anything is given. So you are not a freshman. Let's say that is only R. You are not. If it in question it will be given. Okay, so it can be written down as P arrow Q or R. So if in question something is mentioned that you are a freshman, that is R, and then the negation will be you are not a freshman. So in question it will be clearly mentioned. Okay, since it is objective questions, MCQs, so questions will be given in semesters. I don't know how questions are asked. I don't remember also how semester questions are asked. So now let's see this one. The automated reply cannot be sent when the file system is full. So let's say P is the automated reply can be sent. Okay, let's take this. Okay, cannot be is taken, P is taken as can be sent. So sent when file is full. Let's say the file is full. So then it is coming down to as P bar when Q. Okay, so this is coming down to as this. So this is basically Q arrow P bar. Okay, so if you remember, when is used like this, P when Q. So this is Q arrow P. Okay, so and here just negation is used over P. So that's why I told you. So this when I used to get confused, and this is easy one. So we will do lots of PYQs. So no need to take tension here. We will do lots of PYQs and lots of examples. After that, this is not the end. Okay, so there are questions, there are topics left. We have to do that, cover that also. Then we will do PYQs like the same way I do every topic, every concept I do. Then PYQs. So if you are watching till now, I hope you are watching. So it will help you only and me also that I'll get motivated that people are watching. So thank you for watching, and please do subscribe to my channel, and I'll meet you in next video. Okay, so bye for now.